Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you are listening to this podcast, thank you so much. And if you're listening on YouTube, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon before we get started with the video. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how you can talk to international clients confidently. So, usually get this question that people are really scared in India to take up international clients, and because of just that reason, they do not get international clients. But they are super skilled. They are so skilled and they are so talented, but they don't know how to talk to international clients. And yes, you do need to know good amount of English, but I want to break your limiting belief that you need to know very good English and you need to know a very great accent in order to get that international client. So even while I was starting out, I had this belief that I was so shit scared to talk to an international client. I was like, how will they judge my English? How will they perceive me if I fumble? So all these thoughts, if you have, they are pretty normal if you are Indian, because Indian society में English को इतना importance दे के रखा है, and obviously it is important to a certain extent, but even if you know good enough English, you are good to survive here. So I want to give you some tips about how you can talk to international clients and what are the things that you can avoid while talking to people on a Zoom call. So the very first thing, have a very good web camera. Now if you cannot invest in a web camera, go for a cheaper one. I'll link the good ones in the description box so you can check those out. But apart from that, if you cannot afford one, make sure that your lighting is pretty good. If you have good lighting in your room, then everything is good to go. Second, have a good mic. Now if you don't have a good mic, you can get those headphones that have like a mic attached to it. Again, I'll link the good ones in the description box so you can go check it out. Third thing is, make sure that the background is not too clustery, and if you don't have a good background, there's an option in Zoom that you can blur your background or you can change your background. I always use that option because I know I am sitting in a mess, so I cannot go and clean everything before the meeting because I don't have that much of time. So what I do is I use all that option all the time, and guilty, but yeah, I do that. And yeah, work from home has got us to that point where we are sitting in pajamas and we are wearing suits. And yeah, so basically what I want you to tell is, dress up decently. Now you don't need to wear suits and jackets and formal wear, but you do need to dress up a bit decently. If you are a girl, make sure that you put on a very light makeup. No need to put on too heavy makeup. No need to wear a lot of heavy jewelry. Wear decent simple jewelry to showcase that you are a professional and you're good to go. So now if we're done with the Zoom aspect, now coming on to the communication aspect. Now the first thing while you enter the Zoom call, the very important thing is doing the small talk. Now doing the small talk is super important, and I don't know why people skip it, because the small talk will help you build rapport with the client. The small talk is super important, again, to know the client. So just start with, how is your day, how is your day going, how are you doing so far, just small talk. And then from there you can pick up a few points what they replied to, and then ask 2-3 more questions about whatever. But so that's what I'm trying to tell you, that doing small talk is not always bad. And usually overseas में लोग small talk करते ही है, so you have to start with small talk. If you don't, then it might come off as rude. And even in India, like some of the podcasts that I've been on, they just directly start with the podcast and don't even ask me how am I, which I sometimes feel like is pretty rude. And you should definitely ask the other person how they are doing and something more about them and their life, not their personal life, but like just general questions like about climate and stuff also will do. So after you've reached that stage, then the second stage comes in, that is setting the agenda for the meeting. Now, as a freelancer, it is your duty to set the agenda. So tell the client, okay, so we have 30 minutes. I have set an agenda for the meeting and I have listed down the things and shared the document with you about the things that I want to discuss in this particular meeting. And once you share the document, it automatically comes out as professional from your end. And the client knows that this freelance is professional to the point, knows what to discuss, and will cut out all the fluff stuff. So make sure that you have a document listing all the agenda, and yeah, that's it. After that, ask a lot of questions. Make sure that the client is talking 80 to 90% of the times on the call, and you are basically asking them the right questions. So on a sales call, usually people are like, oh my god, what should I talk to the client? How should I pitch my services? That's where people make the mistake. They don't ask the right questions to the client. Once you ask the right questions, 90% of your job is already done. So let the client speak. Most of the times, try not to interrupt the client. If you want to interrupt, please say sorry, and then I would like to interrupt you, and then move on with your statement. So that comes off as pretty professional. Apart from that, what you can do is, at the end of the call, you can pitch your services. You can either tell your price on the call, or you can tell them, thank you so much for this call, getting on the call with me. I have noted down all your requirements that you just told me, and I'll come up with a proposal for you, which I'll be sending within 24 to 48 hours of this call, and then we can proceed further based on what decision that you are making. So once you know that all these basic points are super important to close, big deals like more than $2,000, $3,000 deals, and these are like some of the basic points that people miss out. And I literally know so many freelancers who are so good at what they do, and but they don't know how to talk to clients. So I want you to learn how to talk to clients. See, you will fail first 2-3 times. It will be hard. You will have that pit in your stomach. You will have that anxiety while getting on the call. If you are an introvert like me, I always get anxiety before getting on a call. It's normal for me now, but it will improve with time. So try to get on more and more and more calls, and you'll see you will improve on the 10th call, or maybe on the 3rd call itself. So I hope this video was super helpful. I hope this podcast was super helpful. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want more videos, please comment down below about what you want me to talk about in terms of freelancing, earning money online, and I would love to help you out. Till then, bye bye and take care.